favorite bibliophile. He said, cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. From the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook. Chapter titles are like signs, and if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book.
Mary Poppins, could you give us an example?
Certainly. Nellie Rubina was made of wood, but what could not be seen was though her trunk of top was barren. Well, her roots were lush and green. So in spring, when Mr. Hickory saw the blossoms growing there, he took root despite her bark, and now there's seedlings everywhere. Which proves the cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook.
Chapter titles are like signs.
And if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book.
We should have the one about the wealthy widow.
Oh, by all means.
I just love that one. Lady Hyacinth Macaw brought all her treasures to a wreath,
Where she only wore a smile.
plus 2 feathers and a leaf.
So now try to rob her, 'cause she barely wore a stitch.
But when you're in your birthday suit,
There ain't much there to show you're rich. Oh, a cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook.
chapter titles are like signs.
And if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book. Oh, give us the one about the dirty rascal, why don't you?
It's not one of them.
Well, the quicker you're into it, the quicker you're out of it.
Once upon a time in the nursery rhyme, there was a castle with a king riding in a wing. Because he never went to school to learn a single thing. He had scepters and swords and a parliament of lords, but on the inside he was sad, because he never had a wisdom for numbers, a wisdom for words. His crown was quite immense, his brain was smaller than a bird's. So the queen of the nation made a royal proclamation to the missers and the messers, the more and lessers. Bring me all the land's professors. Then she went to the hairdressers, and they came from the east, they came from the south. From each college they poured knowledge from the pens into his mouth. But the king couldn't learn, so each professor met the fate. For the queen had their heads moved and placed upon the gate. And on that date, I stayed the wiser got a note that May was now the late queen. And suddenly one day a stranger started in to sing. He said, I'm the dirty rascal and I'm here to teach the king. The queen crushed the jewels, for she hated royal fools, but this girl had some rules that really ought to teach us schools. And be a happy king if you enjoy the things you've got. She never tried to be the kind of person that you're not. So they sang when they laughed for the king and from the friend. They ran out to a rainbow for the stories, but then the moral is you mustn't let the outside be the guide, for it's not so cut and dried. Unless you're Dr. Jekyll, then you better hide. Petrified. You know the truth can be denied, as I now have testified. All that really counts and matters is the special stuff inside.